Hey guys, welcome back. It's Donna with Holistic Wellbeing. Thank you so much for joining me here on day 553 of doing these lives. I am your holistic and wellness life coach. I teach individuals how to foster a good body by really adapting to their spiritual realm. And when I say spiritual realm, I am a believer in Jesus Christ. I truly believe that when everyone connects their spirit, on the topic that we're on, as a matter of fact, for this month, when the spirit is aligned appropriately, then everything else in the body will fall right in place. So it's not just from a physical standpoint when it comes to working out, it's also from a standpoint of holistic healing from a nutritional, internal view. All right. So keeping that in mind, I just wanted to go right into our topic for this evening. As I mentioned, I'm speaking on the topic of alignment. I feel very strongly about this topic because I feel that it affects so many different subjects, so many different topics, so many different parts of our lives. And but when we are able to adapt to the concept of being in alignment, then a lot of the things that a lot of people are trying to do in their lives will ultimately fall right in place. When we are out of alignment, it means pretty much that we're out of sync. We are not connected. We are not unifying as one. And I'm speaking in a general sense, but it affects so many things in our lives. It means that goals are not getting accomplished. It also means that relationships are not happening. I mean, I can go on and on as far as how much alignment actually affects individuals in this entire world right now. And you can very well see how it's affecting our surroundings just based on the different things that has been going on in our lives as a whole, as a country, right? So tonight I want to speak about alignment and how it affects our colleagues. It's basically alignment and our colleagues. The first one I'd like to speak about is identifying how their roles important into our lives. Hello, Miss Wanda, welcome. When I speak on colleagues, I just wanted to first touch on identifying their roles in pouring into our lives, right? Now, no one is obligated to pour anything into our lives. We are obligated to gain as much knowledge that we can, but knowledge, it comes with wisdom from individuals that has actually lived life and experience, and they've been around different circumstances, right? Knowledge is good. But we really have to understand that if we're just learning things to learn it and pouring into a system that's out there in the government that's going to build up their pockets and not necessarily ours, then we're doing it for the incorrect purpose. So have you identified the roles that different people play in your life, right? Identifying their roles in understanding how well they're able to connect with you simply by taking maybe the skills that they have learned to work with you in return. Some people have traits and gifts and education and all of these different foundations, but then others don't. So how well are we merging together as one? There's a line that I've heard multiple times. It says, each one teach one, right? So what is it that we may know that someone else may not, and we're there helping them to build and expound upon the things that they may not be as strong in, right? The second thing is connecting with their objectives of how it aligns with ours, their objective. So basically, what is their objective in life? What is your objective in life? When you look at both situations, are they both merging together as one? So when I speak to that, just think about all the people that you have in your life right now. All the people that say they're friends of yours, they are colleagues, they are confidants, I don't know what you want to call them, right? But when you look at those relationships, what does that depict to you? What do you see? What do you feel? What are you experiencing? Now, if you can come away from that relationship and say, wow, this is just absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like it. We tick like a seesaw. We just, when one person thinks something, the other person thinks just is right in line with that. Is that what you're thinking when you think about these relationships? Or are you thinking, this person doesn't call, they don't check up on me, I reached out to them and it took them 5 days to get back to me. I really am, I'm marketing something and I wanted to share it with them, and they never responded to my call. Do you see the difference? You see where I'm coming from as far as those relationships falling into alignment based on how well you're trying to communicate through those colleagues, right? And the third thing is initiating a self-check. I want you to do a self-check. And when you do this self-check, I want you to identify your placement with continuing or relinquishing those relationships with those colleagues. All right, do your self-check, and I want you to look at it, and you tell me whether or not you feel that that relationship is either a toxic relationship, a poison, or do you see that it's actually pouring greatness into your life? You will be able to quickly identify that. And once you do, I'm curious to see what you will do with it following that moment. All right? Now, I wanted to speak on alignment and colleagues because I truly believe that there is so many right now that may have a gift that's been granted to them. And they're not necessarily using it wisely like God would want them to use it. If, in fact, there are individuals right now in your circle that you feel is not strengthening you and encouraging you to use the gifts and talents and education that you may have to rise to another level, I would caution you, and I would also ask you to do that self-check and make a decision whether or not you're going to maintain that relationship or you're going to relinquish that relationship. It means quite a bit to the advancement of where you are right now as an individual. I'm not saying that whatever it is that they have that can benefit your relationship is necessary for your advancement. But when you've identified that, it is going to be very important that you make a decision on what direction you're going to move in. Now, keep in mind this one thing. I'm going to really caution you on this. Whenever you decide if you're going to maintain that relationship or relinquish it, be ready to stand alone. Because right now, as you can see, if you look at the country as a whole, you'll notice that the masses, they run together because it's a pool of negativity. It's a pool of people not taking ownership for who they are and where they stand. So it's easier for them to ride the wave, okay, because they're not able to stand alone. So when you find that you're doing something positive and you're moving in the right direction, chances are you're gonna stand alone, and it may be a little lonely world for you, but I'm here to encourage you that it's quite all right. Hold your ground and continue to move in the direction that God wants you to move in, because you're there and you're there to serve a purpose, not just to yourself, but to others that are in your surroundings that may be looking up to you. All right? Okay. Thinking about deleting some of the contacts. Oh, nice. So, Miss Wanda, guess what? Both you and I are in alignment. How about that? So this just comes to serve as a confirmation, Miss Wanda. Nothing is ever by chance. Remember that. If it's been at the forefront of your mind and I'm now speaking about it, then it needs to happen. It needs to happen. So, be encouraged, and again, don't lose sight of where you are. Never ever. What should I say? Never ever compromise your value for the sake of someone else. That's something I've always told people. Don't compromise who you are for the sake of someone else. Either they're going to come up to your level and meet you where you are, or they're going to move away from you. All right? So that's all I wanted to speak with you guys on tonight. It is day 553, I think, 52. I'm going to encourage you guys, please, please, please be very safe on the holiday tomorrow. As you know, if you're in Florida, there's no kind of mandate. And Revelia, shit, bro. There's not, thank you. Yeah, I'm wondering who this is on. So forgive me, I'm looking to see who this is commenting here. So remember, there's no mandate in the state of Florida, so I'm going to encourage you guys, please speak with your family members. Allow them to make smart decisions. You don't have to go with the masses. Do what your heart says that is correct. Remember, you don't just have a brain up here. You have a second gut, and it's down here. And when it nudges you and it tells you to do or not do certain things, chances are it is absolutely on track and is correct. Never, ever, ever second guess it. All right? So if you love this live tonight, I'm going to ask you to select the love button. I don't like thumbs up. I think thumbs up are very dry. But if you put your finger on the thumbs up and scroll across, you'll see the red heart that I like. And second, I'm going to ask you to also share this live with someone else that's in your circle that you feel could hear this particular conversation that we had this evening. So many times people may not be privy to the information that you're learning. So when you share it with them, don't tell them about it. Make sure you're sharing it directly with them, because then they can see it for themselves, and you're less likely to leave out, omit parts of the live that they really needed to hear. So share it with them, okay? But beyond that, I'm just going to ask you guys to stay encouraged. Be sure that you are in alignment with the things and the people that are in your life right now. When you're lining up, when you're being obedient, God is going to align the correct people with you. You don't even have to go look for them. So don't sit there and wonder, well, how am I going to know if I'm aligned with the right colleagues? How am I going to know if the friends that I'm around are the friends that are for me? How am I going to know if the people that are in my family are the ones that I need to be around? I'm telling you, if you align yourself spiritually and get in touch with God first, it's going to all flow downhill, and he's going to send you those people that you need to have in your life. All right? So listen, guys, that's all I had for you this evening. If you'd love to hear about me, I'm going to encourage you to log on to my website. It's holisticwellbeing.com. It's spelled with a W, WHOLELISTIC, wellbeing.com. Click on the About section, and there you can find out why I'm so passionate about what I do. Yes, ma'am. Your vibe attracts your tribe. I like that. I love that, actually. I don't like it. I love it. All right, guys. So I'm going to sign off. This is crazy. I'm going to sign off for now, but I'll be back again tomorrow, because I will be continuing on the subject of alignment in different aspect, different perspective. If this is your first time joining me tonight, tune into the other maybe 4 or 5 lives that I've done already this week, and you'll find out some of the other topics that we spoke on, and see whether or not that is attractive to you and is something that's fallen in place right now in your life, and you can maybe take it and adapt it to the situation that you may be faced with personally. All right, but stay tuned, because I'll be speaking on the subject of alignment in other aspects and other respects for the next several days. But I thank you guys for joining with me tonight. I thank you so much for all of your wonderful support, and I'll be back again here tomorrow. You have a fantastic evening, and until tomorrow, take care. Ciao.